Global Eyes World News Bulletin. Welcome to Global Eyes, your trusted source for in-depth, credible global reporting. From the Middle East to Latin America, from breakthroughs in technology to urgent humanitarian concerns, here are the latest headlines shaping our world. Ukraine and Russia have resumed long-stalled negotiations, but Western allies are standing firm in rejecting Moscow's initial demands, calling them unacceptable. While the renewed dialogue signals movement, key issues remain unresolved. In a rare diplomatic gesture, Israeli and Syrian representatives have engaged in direct talks aimed at reducing tensions. Though still in early stages, the move suggests a potential thaw after years of silence between the two nations. Former U.S. President Donald Trump has concluded his visit to Gulf Arab states. The trip has drawn a mix of praise and skepticism, with some leaders intrigued by his economic proposals, while others remain wary of his controversial legacy. Analysts believe Russia may be deliberately slowing the Ukraine peace process to retain strategic leverage. The drawn-out negotiations are testing the patience of Western diplomats and raising questions about Moscow's endgame. The United Arab Emirates has unveiled a massive new partnership with Donald Trump focused on building one of the world's largest AI data centers. The project is positioned to transform the region into a tech and innovation hub. In Thailand, a man has been arrested after being caught smuggling 2 baby orangutans. Conservation groups are calling for stronger enforcement to tackle the region's rampant illegal wildlife trade. A vehicle plowed into a crowd of football fans outside Camp Nou Stadium, following a tense FC Barcelona versus Espanyol match. 13 people were injured, and authorities are still determining whether it was an accident or deliberate act. A luxury super yacht sank in the Mediterranean Sea after battling severe winds and turbulent seas. All passengers were rescued, but maritime officials are warning of increasing climate-related dangers at sea. President Putin's absence from key peace talks with Ukraine has fueled speculation about Russia's sincerity in the negotiation process. Ukrainian leaders insist that his direct involvement is crucial to reaching any lasting agreement. Massive wildfires have scorched over 600,000 hectares in Russia's Siberian region. Firefighters are overwhelmed, and environmental experts warn the crisis could worsen if global warming trends continue unchecked. A prominent crypto executive's daughter was nearly kidnapped in Paris in what authorities are calling a targeted attempt linked to digital wealth. The incident has renewed concerns about the personal safety of crypto moguls and their families. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has insisted that Russian President Vladimir Putin personally attend upcoming peace talks hosted by Turkey. Zelensky argues that high-level decisions require high-level accountability. Tripoli has seen a sudden outbreak of fierce clashes between rival factions, putting Libya's fragile peace at risk. The United Nations has called for an immediate ceasefire and return to dialogue. In Ghana, a local skincare brand using 100% edible, raw ingredients is gaining global recognition. Experts are calling it a standout model for sustainable beauty and African entrepreneurship on the world stage. Humanitarian operations in Port Sudan have been disrupted by a series of drone strikes in the area. Aid organizations warn that thousands of lives are at risk if humanitarian access continues to be restricted. A Venezuelan toddler has been reunited with her family after being held in U.S. immigration custody for several weeks. The case has reignited public concern over the treatment of migrant families and separated children. Argentina has introduced sweeping immigration reforms to strengthen border control and reduce illegal entry. Critics argue the move may disproportionately affect vulnerable groups seeking asylum or better economic conditions. In a dramatic climate development, parts of Antarctica have experienced measurable rainfall for the first time. Scientists warn this signals a dangerous shift in the polar region's weather patterns and accelerating ice melt. Google has launched a lightweight AI assistant specifically designed for developing nations. Equipped with offline access and multiple language support, the tool aims to bridge the digital divide and enhance access to education and health information. The World Health Organization has approved the world's first mRNA-based malaria vaccine. The breakthrough treatment could save millions of lives, especially across Africa, where malaria remains a leading cause of death. Filmmakers from India's Bollywood and Nigeria's Nollywood have announced a historic collaboration on a joint action drama film. The project aims to merge storytelling traditions and appeal to global audiences. SpaceX has confirmed that it will launch its first civilian lunar mission next year. The privately funded mission will send an all-civilian crew around the moon in what is seen as a step toward the future of commercial space travel. In Indonesia, a popular TikTok influencer has been arrested after disturbing endangered sea turtles during a live stream. Conservationists have urged tourists and content creators to respect protected species and marine life zones. An international agreement to ban deep-sea mining has gained traction, with over 60 nations signing on. Supporters argue the ban is essential to protect marine biodiversity and prevent irreversible damage to fragile ocean ecosystems. Japanese researchers have unveiled a prototype for a flying car intended for urban transportation. Developers say the vehicle could become commercially available by 2027, ushering in a new era of mobility. Brazil will host the world's first climate summit organized entirely by indigenous communities. The event aims to spotlight traditional ecological knowledge and indigenous leadership in tackling global climate change. Syrian refugee and poet Mahmoud al-Rashid has been awarded this year's Nobel Prize in Literature. His powerful verses, written in exile, have resonated across the globe, giving voice to displaced people and the struggle for identity. That concludes today's edition of Global Eyes. For more deep dive reports, urgent updates, and exclusive analysis from around the world, stay connected with us. Subscribe, follow, and share Global Eyes, where the world watches.